Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Reincarnation of Konoha, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing, this shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to CS77 Pop RZEDNIK underscore SPROKET. I just spelled it because I couldn't pronounce it. I even would place an tag his username on the channel for you guys to see. Anyway, shout out to you my guy for suggesting this idea, and thank you for listening to my suggestion and allowing me to make a little bit of modification. And moving onwards, if you're asking Apollo what does it mean by reincarnation of Konoha, I mean like Konoha is an entity and like a yokai, and Naruto is its reincarnation. And same could be said for the other villages. So most of you guys might already have figured it out where this might be going. Anyways, moving onwards, the name for the third channel, I'm happy to announce that it has been selected. And yeah, it's the one with the most votes. And moving onwards, the ideas for series will be uploaded, but I can tell that only one guy has literally just posted the ideas for series, like 7 episode series. And I'm not gonna spoil the series. I'm gonna just tell you the guy's name because that guy has just deserved a place in the poll. If you have any suggestions, I'm gonna be placing 4 ideas on the polls like I did with the name of the channel. So yeah, one is already selected. It's Jimmy's idea. Jimmy Desetais, the OG goat of this channel. And yeah, I have been listening to Spidey's ideas as well, but he's like more focused on movies and short movies. So I think that he's not interested in this channel. But anyways, if he is or any one of you are, then yeah, there are still 3 positions available. So yeah, you guys can comment down below and maybe we'll see if your idea gets picked, and then we'll pit them against the one another and see who gets most votes and will be the one that will be turned into a story. So stay tuned for that, because after today's videos you will see a poll, hopefully, if you guys comment down below the ideas for series. Anyways, enough said. Make sure you leave a like, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my second channel, Meta What If, as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato on October 10th in night time, a few hours after the QB attack was neutralized. As we see the condition of the village, to see that huge debris were formed and smoke was rising from different places, indicating that the fire that was placed there was put out. A lot of barking orders could be heard and yells of men, or giving orders to the shinobis that were working with them, as a bunch of shinobis were making sure that the civilians and shinobis who were injured were getting treatment, while the rest were trying to pull out the debris to evacuate the civilians that were, well, buried within them. All the while this was going on, we see the other chaos was brewing in the council chamber, while we go towards the hospital room allocated to the Kage alone, where we see Minato Namikaze, the hero and savior of Konoha, as well as his wife Kushina Uzumaki, being treated. She had dark circles under her eyes and her skin was much more palish than before. Same could be said for Minato, because he has just exchanged a few years of his life to Shinigami, as his hair strand has grown white because of that, for the QB to be sealed away inside his children. As now we see, Jiraiya had also arrived soon after sensing what has happened. As the door slammed open and in came Jiraiya, I heard what happened, Minato. Are you okay? Everyone is fine, Jiraiya. You need to calm down, said Hiruzen. Sensei, thank God you're okay as well. Yeah, not all of us are fine. Bifaku-sama didn't make it, and many of the others have died, Sensei. I failed to save everyone. Nonsense, Minato. You tried your best, and in the end the QB was sealed away. If that wasn't done, we all would have died. Yeah, that is correct, Minato. Don't push yourself too hard. As now we see, the nurse that was there then sighed. I have a news about the kids. I've done scanning them and monitoring them for many injuries. It's especially about the blonde one there. What is it? Is he fine? His chakra coils are destroyed. What? What do you mean by that? He was born with defective chakra coils. They were already destroyed as soon as he was turned into fetus. I think because Kushina-sama was the Jinchuriki at the time, and her using chakra continuously, it might have affected the fetus, and, well, the chakra coils have just been destroyed. Oh no, what have I done, Minato? It's alright, Kushina, calm down. Is it, there is no cure for that. I believe. If anyone can come up with a solution or a cure, it is Tsunade-sama. I have to track her down for that. I see. As now we see that Hiruzen was then alerted as an envoy arrived. Okage-sama, there is a need of you in the council chamber. I will go there, Minato. You rest with your family. I'll calm them down as much as I can. Thank you. As soon as Hiruzen left, we see Dragon asked, wait, I, I, I don't understand. If his chakra coils are damaged, then how did you seal the Biju within him? I didn't. What? The seal wasn't working on him, and so Kushina and I improvised and sealed the soul of the Kyuubi within her, while Menma and Mito guard the chakra. Oh, I see. So the kid is normal civilian child. Yes, but I'm worried about him, Sensei. These chakra coils being damaged and all that. What if he's targeted? You know about the plan, right? We had to leave after tonight, and now this is happening. I'm afraid that something might happen to Naruto out there. You're right. Something might. So what should we do? I think we should postpone it. I I don't want to leave him. He's my son. You know, Minato, we can't. Right? Said Kushina. But Kushina, he's... I know. I know what you're trying to say. And I already get you. He's my child as well. But we have to fulfill this prophecy. And it leaves us only with Menma and Mito to do that. Naruto would understand once we come back. No, I think I should remain here. I'm not a part of the Toad clan. You are, Minato, alongside with Jiraiya, and I don't trust Jiraiya that much to watch over my kids without them being turned into perverts. Only you, and you alone, can do that. Then how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna leave Naruto here and go do that? Whom we gonna even leave him? What if that masked person arrives and try to threaten us with Naruto again? We have to place him in the orphanage. What? But that is basically means we're kicking him out of the clan. Kushina. For the better. Yes, we are. What? You're basically saying that we're not only kicking him out, but abandoning him? Why? You were an orphan once, Kushina, and so was I, before we married and had children. I'm not ready to lose my family. Not like this. Naruto may be different, but I love him as well, Minato, but it is needed. He's weak as he is. We can't take care of him out there. We have no time. Kamamaru-sama, you told me, said that we have at least up to 13 years. Max. And that is stretching it. Damn it all, said Jiraiya. We have no other choice. What choice do we have? Said Jiraiya. Sensei, we have to do this. I hate it, but Kushina has while at points. We have to do this, Minato. Naruto would understand once he figures out that his brother and sister, they are sacrificing this much for their brother. He would understand that. Damn it. I need to think. Think all you want, Minato. But that is how it's going to be. No, it can't be, damn it. We can train them here. And our enemies, what about them? Iwa and Kumo. They are out to get us. After what has happened in the third Great Shinobi War. You know that, I know that. We will be targeted. Naruto is left to be orphaned. For the time being. Don't make me pissed as I am already, Minato. No, I'm not going to leave him. Then I have no other choice but to banish him from the clan. I disown him, said Kushina with enraged-filled eyes, as Minato was taken aback and so was Jiraiya. You're also a part of the Uzumaki clan, since Namikaze was the name given to you since you're an orphan. So you have no other choice but to listen to me as a clan heir. Kid, wait. As Minato turned and began to walk away, leave him, Jiraiya. It was needed to be done. I'm sorry, Naruto, she said, picking up Naruto. I know if you hate me in the future, know this. Mother did this for the best. You would have only hindered your brothers and sisters' training. Your father loves you very much, and so do I. But this is needed to be done. Take him, Jiraiya. Place him into the orphanage. Kushina, are you? I have already decided to go along with this plan. And after what happened today, it has made up my mind. If this is how the world is going to be, then we need to change it. And this prophecy is our only shot at this. uniting the whole world and eradicating the hatred once and for all. We need to handle this once and for all, and I'm ready to make this sacrifice for that, said Kushina. And so, taking Naruto in his hand, he with a heavy heart arrived outside, and there he bumped into Hiruzen. Oh, Sensei, you're back. Why the long face, Jiraiya? I'll tell you. Can you come with me and leave Kushina alone? Yeah. What is it? Well, she basically kicked this child out of the clan. For being civilian? Yes. Because of that, she has kicked him out, saying that he he needs to remain here. He will only hinder the training. Why? And Minato, he became pissed and left. You know how he is. He doesn't want to leave one of his own behind. And was even saying that he should stay here because of the condition of the people and how he will be able to take care of his children all together here with Kushina, but she doesn't listen. She says that after what happened today, she's adamant that she needs to follow this prophecy and make sure that we see through it without any hindrances, and she's ready to make each and every sacrifice that is necessary. Damn it. I guess I get it. Leave this child to me. Thanks, Sensei. I'll go and talk to Minato. As now we see on the other side, Jiraiya was able to convince Minato in the end, as Naruto was in the arms of Hiruzen. As we see Minato and the others standing outside of the Konoha gates, as Minato looked towards his son. Can I hold him? As he lifted up Naruto and brought him closer to his face, and both of their foreheads connected. As Minato then said, I promise to come back to you, son. I promise. Even if it takes me years, I will find you. I know this, Dad always loves you, and so does Mom. But he doesn't know why she's acting like this. This isn't the Kushi-chan I know. Or is this the real Kushi-chan? As after that, he bid his son farewell and left. As now we see, after that day, time began to pass by. And the news about Hiruzen, about the Jinchuriki from Hiruzen was leaked, that men and Mito had the chakra. And they wanted to know what happened to the soul, and it was said that the third child had the soul, and it was left here. Danzo and the others connected the dots and figured out who the child is, and literally made his life living hell. As soon as Naruto could be able to walk, he was kicked out of the orphanage at the age of 3. And from then on, he didn't understand what was going on. The mobs would chase him on his own birthday. And not only that, the people began to hate him to a core. And it seemed like they smirked as well at him, like he got what he deserved or something like that. That much he was able to deduce. Why? Because people thought that he was a civilian now, stuck like them. And trapped within him was the QB. He was the incarnate of it. Even if he was the Kage's child, his sacrifice would be remembered. And his body and the vessel within him would be killed. As one day of such, on Naruto's 4th birthday, he was running, being chased by the same mob, until he climbed through a fence that was cut from beneath and entered inside a huge forest on which, on the fence, was board written, the Forest of Death. As soon as he entered within, we see Naruto being chased still, as he dashed and dashed and dashed until he bumped into something and fell face first on the ground. Oh, what is that? As Naruto saw a huge tree, a tree that had a golden glow in the midst of the darkness that was surrounding them, in the middle of the night and of the forest. And Naruto found a door within that tree. Taking his chance, Naruto got in and locked the door shut, as he could hear voices from outside, holding his breath and heart that was pounding in his chest quite wildly, hoping that even his heartbeat wasn't discovered. He noticed that the people went away. He must have gone that way. We must find him today and end him. As this was going on, Naruto was shocked that he was finally able to get away. How come they didn't see any door here? As Naruto did not thought about that. He was safe. The adrenaline rush kicking out of his body. Thank God. Thank God. As that is when Naruto noticed that he was inside a well-furnished home. Was this really a tree? As that is when he found someone seated there, seated wearing a green yukata, as it had pointy ears and long black hair and brownish eyes as it looked towards Naruto. Ah, so my reincarnation has finally found my home. Who are you? Well, the truth is, we need to know who are you, my boy. What do you mean by that? What I'm trying to say is the real question you should be asking who you are when I said my reincarnation. What do you mean by that? Always. I need to always get someone like this. You, my boy, are my reincarnation. And who are you again? I am Konoha. Oh, Konoha? I know it is confusing. It is the name of this place, right? But I am Konoha because I am a yokai. People believe in me, and the code they have given me, the Will of Fire, has given birth to me, a strong yokai. And I have chosen you as my reincarnation. But what do you mean by that? I still don't understand. You don't need to. Because once I give you all the knowledge you need, you will. As after that, Naruto was tapped on the forehead as his eyes glowed, and they were then morphed into brown ones, instead of the blue ones they were. His hair turned into blackish blonde. And not only that, his clothes changed on their own from the shorts as well as t-shirt into a yukata that he or the man was wearing. Now that's more like it. You're Konoha. Of course I am. That is what I've been telling you. But how is this possible? Why am I your reincarnation if you're here? Well, that is because each millennia we all get to choose one person to reincarnate as. I had my turn at least hundreds of years ago, and now it is my turn again, so I picked you. And I have blessed you with the ability to sense what is going on all the earth, and to use the Moketan, the place that makes Konoha. And since it is the code of Will of Fire in my name, you can use fire element as well. Whoa. Yes, whoa indeed, kid. Wait, so if I'm you, then that means, yes, I am a mere clone left behind, while you are the real Konoha. I am only here to reveal the true intention to you, boss, said the clone, morphing into Naruto resemblance that he resembled now. Tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. You are the strongest entity now in the whole elemental nation, stronger than even the Bijus. Really? Yes. The only downside is that you have to protect your territory from both the shinobis and from other disasters. I see. I get it now. The memories are coming back to me. Of course they are. As soon as you set a foot outside, your power would be sensed, boss. And once it does, they all will come to you. Because they all are aware of the yokais. So you mean to say that they would know that I am... Yes. That you are the yokai of Konoha. The watching spirit that watches over them. I'd love to see their reactions then. Of course you would, I know that. And so now we see. The clone faded after explaining his duties and his home. And so Naruto then heard a voice within Konoha-sama. What is this? Who is this? It's me. Kurama. Kyubi? But how? There's something very wrong going on with your family. Oh. What is it? You have to see through your memories to see that. As now we see Naruto's eyes widen, as he was able to access one of his powers, to watch over the land he was yokai of, even in the past and in the future. And Naruto saw the past at the time when he was born, and was shocked to find the reality as his eyes narrowed. What are you going to do, my lord? We need your help. I know, but now is not the time. You have to hold on. Use these seals, Kurama. I trust in you. Hi, my lord. I will do as you say. Good. As now I see Naruto took a step outside, as that is when Sensing the powerful chakra from the Forest of Death, Hiruzen and the others gathered there, and they witnessed who was coming out, and their eyes widened. It can't be. As all of them bowed, all hail Konoha's new reincarnation, Naruto-sama, the watcher of the whole Konoha. Konoha spirit incarnate itself. As after that, with all due respect given, Naruto was brought inside Konoha, and everyone was now left shocked and baffled and scared because they might have just tried to assassinate their own yokai spirit, and that could have been disastrous for them. All of them. Naruto looked at them with cold, glaring eyes, and then looked forward. As immediately, as soon as Naruto entered and showed his demeanor, news began to arrive from the civilian sector that their fruits and farms have been grown up dry, like they've died all of a sudden. And that is when the news was revealed that Naruto, the demon they called him, was in fact in reality Konoha's reincarnation, the new yokai of Konoha. And that is when all hell broke loose, as in the middle of the council, Naruto was given a seat that was basically made out of thorn from wood vines and plants, as Naruto was seated. Why the sudden change in demeanor? I don't understand. Deity. No, Naruto-sama. It's because, it's because I have regained my memories and realized who I am. Is it that? Yes, my lord. I can sense all of your sins that you have committed against me and in the past. This land is filled with greed, a lot of it. Until it is not cleared, Hiruzen's Harutobi, there is nothing I have to give you. But, after 100 years you have come back. In the last 100 years we have tried our best, and have prospered. You are happy with us. Not so much now, because I have seen just how bad you treat a 3-year-old. But Naruto-sama, please, you have to realize that this was because the people thought that he was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi's soul, when in reality his own chakra coils were broken at birth. Can't you not have understood that there was no way the seal could have been created in the first place on him? Have you confirmed that from his parents or from Jiraiya? No, I didn't. Good. Because that is your first mistake, Hiruzen Sarutobi. In the meantime, I will be watching over you and see if you have what it takes to change or not. And remember, whatever you do, try or think, you can't hide from me because I am everywhere. And so, for the upcoming next years, Naruto reached at the age of 10, and for the 6 past years he has been watching over Konoha, his domain, and the belief in him has grown ever since he was now the deity of the whole village and the surrounding areas. So much so that the other villages were also coming there, because he was now respected, and his power was ever so increasing because of the respect and the followers that he was gaining. Until he heard the voices of the other lands, Suna, Iwa, Kumo, and Kiri, Konoha's siblings, and the deities as well. They are 4 strong nations. I have to go and meet my siblings. As the other Kages who were there as well then said, but they haven't made themselves visible over the past years or so. They were disappointed and left. That is because they have seen that I have come back and people have taken an interest in me. They want to know why. They might be curious, or they might want to warn me because of you all. As all of the Kage gulped alongside the council, as Naruto disappeared in tree veins and arrived there to meet with his siblings, or the siblings of his, soul that he was of now. Greetings, Suna, Iwa, Kumo, and Kiri. Huh. Well, I guess our brother certainly has chosen a nice reincarnation and look this time around, said the other entities that was now in the form of their previous, reincarnations. Of course, obviously I have to pick out the best of the best. He's certainly quite good-looking one, I can say that as well. If he was born in here, I would have married him in my lifetime. Typical Kiri, as usual. So, why did you call me here? We have to tell you about something. There's an organization going on around, Akatsuki. It's quite nearby me, said Iwa. Near Inamegakure, from what I can tell. And I have certainly lost all the connection to that domain. You know when that happens, right? Either when the people loses faith, or either when they're all dead. I know for certain they can't lose faith in me because those were the people who were quite loyalist, if anything else. And what bothers me is that why out of a sudden all of them are now dropped at zero for many years. So you mean to say that you're getting cranky because you've lost followers? No, it's not that. It's because I think they're dead. And since we can't intervene because of our contract amongst us, Brother Konoha here can. And he can see what truly has transpired and resolve this matter. Of course I can. But I might need your help. Of course, I know what you're going to say. Your reincarnation will need all the strength he can get, so we all will give him a minor blessing. And so the blessings of all the other four entities and deities were given to him. And in such way, now we see Naruto, Konoha, whose soul at this point has become one, were heading towards Amegakure, where they sensed that the whole village was extinct and yet people were there. It cannot be. What do you sense, brother? The people are here, but I don't sense any one of them, their soul or life force. Then, what is it? I can see strings attached to them, chakra strings. Someone is controlling them, making it look like that it is a normal village. Oh my god. The whole village, it's dead then. Yes, and someone powerful is behind this. You can take care of them. Why don't now? Said Eva. I can, brother Eva, but it wouldn't make any sense now, would it? If I suddenly descended and the others would be just afraid of me. I have to wait for the right time. I have to go and warn the others. As Kona stopped, what is it? Said the others. It seems that the reincarnation's father and mother and the others have arrived in Konoha, and I need to go and meet them. Well, back with Minato and Kushina, the course of years have been quite different. Kushina has gone quite cold and distant, and always was yelling at their children, and at Minato as well. Even Jiraiya at certain points was quite shocked that Kushina was lashing out like them and being so harsh with them, as Minato was the only one that was kind of a pillar of support for his family at the moment. As now we see, he always tried to reason with Kushina and whatnot, and not only that, he always tried to come up with a solution to the mess that Kushina created. As right now, their training for the past 10 years have come to an end and they decided it was time to leave because the children, they didn't want to remain here, they wanted to meet their brother. And they were adamant on it, and so were Minato. Kushina in the end gritted her teeth and agreed to this, and so did Jiraiya. As Jiraiya was now noticing the sudden changes in Kushina over the course of years, and has come to a conclusion. As one day before their arrival in Konoha, we see Minato and Jiraiya training until they arrived in Mount Miyamoku, where Jiraiya revealed, I think this is a fake Kushina. What? What do you mean by that, sensei? Of course she has been acting weird and all that, but that doesn't make that she's fake. You don't understand, kid. It is a clone that is, well, over. I can tell you that much because I have done a blood test. But with different psyche, a psyche of her own, and she somehow hates your kids, all of them. Like it's her goal, destroy your family. But because of her love, that is so strong that it is even that in that clone, she can do it and stops whenever you intervene. That is the most obnoxious theory I have ever heard, Sensei. Then if she's a clone, where is the real Kushina? As now we go in Amegakure, where we see, deep hidden within, laced in a chakra sealed room, suppressing the chakra presence, was Kushina Uzumaki, chained with both of her ankles, as the food tray was thrown at her. Eat, Kushina Uzumaki. As Kushina, with her red hair that was ragged, looked up, as her purple eyes were now cold as ice, she was weakened, but she was still the strong Konoichi as she was. She tried to escape, but the shock that was sent through her anklets caused her to fall down. How long are you going to try? It has been 10 years since we have captured you and left a mole in there. No matter what you do, you won't get anything out of me. I know Minato-kun will be sooner or later able to find out that she is a fake one. And once he does, he will do anything in his power to bring me back. Of course, And that is when we will take your children, because you see, the plan has been laid out and he is getting suspicious. Sooner or later he will find his way here, and once he does, we will take the action. No, no, you can't be. Of course I am, Kushina. Of course I am. Why, Obito? Why have you changed so much? As the masked person stopped and took off his mask. So you realized it was me. I have. You know what I liked. And he always brought one thing that Obito liked by the side. Some of your habits haven't died down. Why are you doing this, Obito? As Obito looked at her, as he removed his mask, he had a sad expression. It is needed. For the sake of this world, it is needed, Kushina-san. I have to do this. Why? I thought of you as my son. You were like a son to me. You and the others, the three of you were like children of Minato and mine. Why are you doing this? Please, let me go, said Kushina, breaking down. As now we see, Obito wiped a tear from his face, a stray one that fell. Times have changed, Kushina-san, and I'm no longer Obito. I am Tobi, and it is my duty to do this. Once it is done, everyone will live in peace. Everyone. I'll make sure of that. In the new world I create. Obito, wait! As this was said and done, we see that Obito sighed. He hated doing this to the only woman who ever acted like a mother to him, but it was needed to be done in order for his plan to work. Their plan to work. That they have been working for all their life, almost. It will be worth it once it is done. It will be worth it. I have to just trust the process. His heart was telling him no, but he knew deep down that it was needed to be done because something in him told him that it was what he was destined to do. All the while back in Konoha, we see Naruto arrived there once he sensed his parents, being there. As soon as they arrived there, Naruto landed. As immediately Kushina got into battle stance, as she was now tied up with the wooden stamps. Naruto, what are you doing? I have been informed by Hiruzen-sama what you are, but please don't harm your mother. She is no mother of mine, father. It's been a long time. And welcome back. I waited as you said Naruto with a smile, because he could see the memories of his father, and those of, his siblings, who always had an itch to meet him. I know, I'm cool, right? Said Naruto, looking at his older siblings as they chuckled. But why are you doing this? She's a clone. What? A blood clone made out of our mother, but with her rage infatuated, and a genjutsu placed on her, saying that, making her believe that we are not her children, and she needs to have her own family with Minato. And it could have gone like that if only I would have found a way, an opening to kill them. But curse you, Jiraiya, you and your watchful eyes, and your toad's watchful eyes always watching over me. I had my suspicions since we left. Because I knew that Kushina I knew would never do that. In fact, she would have killed Minato outright there if he would have ever suggested that. And it took him quite a long time to realize, but he did as well. Even if he did, there's nothing wrong here. I'm still Kushina. I'm still better than her. Where is she? Said Minato. Where is my wife? She is not your wife. I am. For the past 10 years I have been. But you have been lying. You have taken her place. I believed you were my Kushina, but you're not. If you are not going to be mine, then I'm gonna make sure that you're not going to be anyone's. As she tried to do something, but Naruto stopped her. You can't escape. Now tell us where my mother is. Like I would tell you, you chakraless bastard. As Naruto squeezed the wooden stumps around her, as the winds tightened, we see Naruto then said, Tell me. If you won't, then I will know by myself. Kurama. My lord, it is me. What is it? Where are you? Amegakure. As Naruto's eyes narrowed, all he saw was blood. As Konoha itself shook, as if an earthquake had happened, indicating that Naruto was pissed. As he ripped Kushina's clone apart, killing her instantly. Naruto then, with rage-filled brown eyes, looked towards his family. All of you are to remain here. Nobody is to follow me. I have some killing to do. As after that, Naruto arrived where he disappeared from Amegakure, hovering above it, as Naruto was infuriated. So he rose, 8 colossal wooden titans from the ground, and they were now engulfed in flames. Flaming titans, attack! Naruto said, pointing toward them, and then 8 wooden dragons, also engulfed in fire, breathing fire, was also then called on, as they were now also unleashed on the village. As this was going on, Naruto was walking with grace throughout the village. Those who tried to attack him, a staff appeared with Konoha symbol on top, and Naruto was throwing them left and right until he came face to face with the Akatsuki members. One of them had even the Rinnegan. Get out of my way. I'm here to take my mother. And we will let you take her like that after what you have done? What makes you believe that? You claim to be a god, and yet you have now one to face. What is your reaction going to be now? Many have claimed themselves to be, but I am the real one. As after that, Naruto literally opened the earth from within, without even moving an inch. As his monstrous coils rampaged, and all of them were engulfed down as the earth swallowed them whole. People like you deserve to be there. As the immortals were also, before they could move, dissolved into the earth, near the core of the earth, where they were melted, killed, or forever tortured for being burned. They couldn't even escape. As for the others, they were killed immediately, without any mercy, as Naruto traced down the chakra of his mother and opened the gates down within the earth itself. Mother, who are you? As Naruto, the child within that lost everything, that has suffered enough, then cried, realizing that his real mother was taken. As now we have a flashback of seeing what Naruto has sensed when Kyuubi said that he needed help. It was that when Kushina was taken, she was replaced with a clone of her, with the altered memories by Obito, in which she had a mission to kill all the children and free the Kyuubi, leaving Minato and her devastated. But because of the love that Kushina held for Minato and her family, the same love was transferred to her, but only for Minato though, and that made her quite adamant that she needs to protect Minato. The rest could go, because she could have her own children on her own. As now we see, back to the present, Naruto freed her. As he was walking out, there stood Zetsu. Obito. Obito, please don't. I have to do this, Kushina-san. There's no other. As Naruto, with a single swipe, killed him. What did you do? What have you done? I done what is needed to be done. As after that we see Naruto begin to hover up in the earth, as all of his titans then begin to morph and transform. As suddenly they transformed into a huge flaming ball of wood. As suddenly it was thrown up into the air, as it was visible outside the earth, almost crashing into the moon, until it was flung back with Naruto's hand indication upon Amegakure, and the whole earth itself felt shook as huge cracks was ripped apart across the whole elemental nations. But Naruto made sure nobody died, and the cracks were minimal. As Amegakure was wiped out for good, there was nothing there left except for a burning wall of wood that Naruto extinguished, and a broken meteorite was left there, made out of wood now. The whole village itself was extinct. As Naruto looked down at his mother, who was now close to passing out, I have to get her help. As Naruto arrived, sensing Tsunade, and asked for her help, and after getting treatment, she was resting, as Naruto was seated there, next to her. Who are you? I am her son. But your eyes, they're like, I know, your grandfather, since he was my previous reincarnation. You're Konoha. Yes. This is my second time reincarnating into the village, and to be honest, I was pissed. Pissed at seeing that how they have treated my reincarnation. But over the course of years, they have changed. I can sense because they really have changed. And because of that, I have again on good terms with Konoha. Populance. I see. But why would you save her? I have lived previous life as Hashirama with people. People who I cherished, Suna-chan. I even have his memories. So you're like my... Yes. You can say that I am like your grandfather as well, in a sense. It's kind of weird. I mean, me here talking to a kid who is like the reincarnation of my grandfather and who was also a reincarnation of Konoha. It's kind of weird. I know it is. Nothing makes sense in the shinobi world now, does it? No, it doesn't. Certainly doesn't. He would be happy if you went out and lived your life. Stop living in the past, Suna. That is my only advice to you. Otherwise, we all will be sad for you. As Tsunade looked down, as she wiped her tears. Damn it. Even after your death, you had to just come back and say that to my face, huh? Of course. We all are worried about you. And me certainly being your grandfather, of course I am. Of course you would say that. Fine, Grandpa. I'll try my best to live. Hey, I'm younger than you, remember that now, old lady. What did you say? Nothing. Nothing at all. That is much I thought as much, Grandpa. As after that, we see Naruto and Tsunade both smiled, because she was happy that she had this talk with her, grandfather. Or, the part of soul that remained within this reincarnation. As Kushina stirred awake, we see that Naruto was near her. It's alright, Kachan, I'm here. Naruto? Yes, it's me. As Naruto hugged his mother, finally. Finally, you're back. I'm so sorry. Son, it's fine. You don't need to worry about anything. As finally Naruto arrived back, after Tsunade allowed Kushina to leave after her recovery. You can come back as well, Suna. I will, eventually. But right now I need to travel. And I promise that it will be for the good this time. I know I can trust you, Suna. You're not a little kid who needs me telling what to do or what not to do. Like I ever listened to you, old man. As now we see Naruto side. As both Kushina and Naruto left, as soon as both of them arrived back, we see Minato and his family was waiting there. And it was a heartfelt reunion between them. Finally, uniting after all that has happened. Because of Obito and whatnot. And what it was discovered by Konoha that it was Obito behind this. Naruto revealed, after searching through the memories of the past, that it was Madara who made him see and break into the man he was today. And so instead of being hated, he was not respected either, but was commemorated as a shinobi who laid down his life. Only respected by those who was the closest, such as Minato, Kushina, as well as by Kakashi. And finally, now we see Naruto was settled in with his new family, or his returning family, the true family that he always wanted. But he still had duties as Konoha. And the new thing was that since he was the only deity that was actively alive in their world and time, other nations wanted political marriage contract with them. And that is what Naruto was now facing. Political marriages from within the village and from outside the village as well. And it was quite getting hectic because the other villages, his siblings, in the form of their yokais, were also telling him to do that because they had their own kids, or grandkids you can say, who they wanted to marry off to him. Oh jeez, just what kind of trouble did I get myself into? Well, yeah son, you just landed yourself into quite hot boiling water. Yeah, but don't worry, this time around we all will be there with you. Together. Yeah, I guess you're right. As all of them laughed and enjoyed the time and peace that they had. Because Naruto had went through hell to achieve it. And he was gonna make sure that nobody was going to take it away, no matter what happens. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well, and stay tuned for a short movie there as well, because it will be uploaded there shortly after this one. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!